things we don't think about, we don't talk about because we just glamorize one-night stands.
I know, and they suck.
They do suck. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Obviously, this one looks a little different because it's just me and Alana. Alex is still out, but don't worry, guys. She'll be back next week, so don't cry. But since Alex is gone, we're going to talk about being a hoe because there's only one of those in the room right now. No,
Nice.
I'm just kidding. But since summer is around the corner, I feel like that's the best time for people to embrace that hoe period. But I hate calling it like a hoe phase or a hoe period. Can we have a new name for it?
It almost reminds me of Mean Girl Pod.
Yeah.
It's like you're owning like this title that someone's giving you.
Yeah. I will say I feel like back in the day being called like a slut or a hoe was so bad. But now I feel like we use those terms so casually.
Yeah.
Like no one really gets called.
I think the C word is really the only one that still matters. Like if someone calls you that, it's like, that hurts.
That hurts.
Yeah.
Like even when I joke around with my friends, I'm like, oh, I don't even know if I want to say it as a joke.
No. I never do.
No, but I'm like, you're a little slut.
Yeah.
You're a little hoe. Whore is still a little iffy for me too. I don't like that word. Yeah.
Like the R is like harsh.
Yeah, no. But since summer is literally around the corner, I feel like so many people pick that season to start their, we'll say, spicy phase. I like that better. They're like their spicy season, spicy phase. I've had plenty. Well, actually, no, I really haven't had much of a like spicy phase because I was in a relationship for 5 years that we've discussed. And then from 24 to 25, I had a little bit of that, but then COVID hit and that kind of took away like the prime years of my hoe phase.
Maybe you're in it right now.
I am, but it's like a roller coaster. I'll have like 3 weeks where I'm just going crazy, and then I'll have 3 weeks where I kind of buckle back down, and I need to just embrace it and just like get out there.
It's getting warmer.
I know.
More skin showing. You said that before.
I know.
Definitely the vibes are going to change.
I know, and I need to be more consistent. Like I said last week, I need more of like flings. So like the guys I meet, I need to like keep up with and not be like, oh, I need a relationship with them. I need a little fling with them. The biggest thing for me when I was in a 5-year relationship was I always had in the back of my head that I'm going to regret never being single because I started dating someone when I was 18. I dated them from 18 to 23. And I just stayed in that relationship because it seemed like the thing to do because that's all I knew. I was very comfortable. I just want to preface, literally one of the most amazing human beings in the world. Nothing against him. We just wanted different things. But always at the end of the day, I always thought, am I going to regret being with the same person for the rest of my life because I've never experienced anyone else besides my college boyfriend or my high school boyfriends. And I feel like until you get that out of your system, you can't like have that partner you want to spend the rest of your life with.
I know. I'm actually like really, I guess, confused about the people that
They're going to say with your own. I was like, Lana, this is not the time to say that.
Like, I'm confused with people, like, no hate. Just I'm genuinely confused. The people that marry their high school sweethearts.
Same.
And, like, had never broken up and, like, ran off, got back to, like, how do you know? How do you know that they're not horrible at sex?
It's kind of like the way I think about it is if I was like actually a lesbian and I've been having sex with guys my whole life and I'm like, I don't like it, but I feel like we're just not supposed to like sex. Then I have sex with a girl and it's like mind blowing.
Oh,
you know what
yes,
I mean?
yes. And you're like, oh, I was lesbian.
Yeah, I just
like,
wasn't with the right person.
Yeah.
Because I used to think that too. I for a long time didn't like sex and I was like, I'm just not a sexual person. I don't have a good libido. And I'm like, no. I am extremely sexual. I'm very horny. I just wasn't with the right person who met my needs.
Right.
So like that's like so valid.
I know, it's like scary.
It's so scary. And for me, I love being alone. Or I shouldn't say I love being alone. I love being single. And I don't think I could get in a relationship with someone until I feel like my like I said, I hate saying whole phase. Like my phase is like over and fulfilled. Because even though I've been single for a very long time, I've only had probably 6 months total of being kind of like a slutty Jordyn.
Yeah, like you were COVID single, so it's like not the same.
Exactly. Like, and even before that, I had like my year after my relationship, I was just kind of lost. I was young. I didn't know exactly how to be a hoe. And then after that, I was like, okay, this is fun.
How did you transition from being wifey to hoe?
Wifey to hoe. So it was not a clean transition. It was. So remember last week how I was telling you about the one time I was psycho?
Yeah.
That was the first guy I was kind of like a hoe with. And obviously my brain still had like the girlfriend brain on because I was like, oh, we've had sex once. We've gone on one date. We're gonna be boyfriend
he likes
and girlfriend.
me.
Yeah. No, that's not how it works. So I feel like too, it took me a full like 6 months to a year to even like figure out how to be a hoe.
And how did you?
Well, so I started going on the dating app like immediately. So, okay, I'll be honest with you. I gave myself like a good few months to like just chill. Like, no, I didn't go crazy right after. I know people are like, just rip the Band-Aid off and go. I was in a relationship for 5 months. I didn't know how to speak to another 5 years. Sorry. I didn't know how to speak to another guy.
Right.
So I just kind of like took time, and then I moved closer to the city in Minnesota. And I like got on the dating apps. Something honestly just clicked in me, and I realized it wasn't that serious. And I started going on the apps and literally pretty much like going on any date. Like I remember one time it was like a Saturday night and my friend ditched me, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go on the app and see if a guy wants to go on a date. So I would just go on a date. And my first experience, I kind of ripped the Band-Aid off, was I went on a date in Minnesota. The date was horrible. One of the most boring guys I've ever met in my entire life, but he was so hot. So
hot guy syndrome.
Literally hot guy syndrome. And the date was like an hour, and I made up a lie, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but like I actually have to get going. My friends are having a birthday party, and I said I would meet them out later tonight. So I go out, I meet my friends, and I start talking to this random guy, and I bring him home, and that was my first one night stand I ever had. Thankfully I didn't like the guy a ton, so I didn't have it in the back of my head be like, oh, we're gonna keep seeing each other. But that was like kind of like the rip of the Band-Aid, the start of the whole phase. And then after that, I just started going on dates. At the bar, I would go and talk to guys. I would bring them home, and I just did that for a while. And as soon as I was like getting ramped up, like kind of becoming an expert in the area, COVID hit.
Expert hoe.
Literally, then COVID hit.
All right, 2 questions. How many one night stands have you had in your life?
So when you say one night, like, so there's like 2 one night stands. There's the person that like you have sex with and you really never speak to again, or there's the one night stand where you have sex once and you kind of chat a little afterwards, but it's like literally one and done.
Both, I guess.
If I reveal that number, it might be too much information. I'll just say more than one hand.
Okay, it's not crazy.
No.
Less than 2 hands?
Oh, less than 2 hands.
Okay,
yes.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because what happens to me a lot of times with me, what happens is kind of what happened with, we'll use Ted, for example. Like I meet a guy, we hook up. I usually do like them, but they just don't like me back. So then he chooses never to talk to me again. I have a lot of those type of one night ignorances.
I've actually never had a one night stand in my life.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Have you had like a one night hook, or like not hook up, like doing stuff? Like
No.
one night makeout or one night?
Makeout, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a diffmo. Like dance floor makeout.
Love a good diffmo.
Yeah, but I've never gone home with, I've never touched someone's pee for the first time and never again.
I've not heard someone say pee-pee since I worked at a preschool.
That's why I said it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, because I don't like, I think for me, like part of sex is like emotional. Like I like the build up.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, like you're not missing out.
Like okay, another question. How many times in a one night stand have you come?
0.
Yeah, 0, right? That's what I always thought.
I completely agree with you. I feel like sex is so emotional. Like the only time I ever have good sex with someone is if I really like them. So there's like 3 guys I can think of that I'm like, I really enjoyed having sex with you, but those were guys I was in some type of a relationship with. I don't care what people say. Maybe when I hit 30 and I start having sex with older guys, it'll be different because we're all more like we all know what we're doing a little bit more. But I've never hooked up with a guy in one night and been like, wow, you rocked my world. Yeah, I came 4 times. This is amazing. I'm usually like, this was uncomfortable.
I know. I think it takes time for guys to become like attracted to making girls like, they're like, oh, this is fun and this is part of it. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, young guys 100%. Don't give a shit.
We glamorize one night stands so much because of the movies and TV shows.
Yeah, they make it seem so hot, but I feel like it's like I did feel bad about it in college. Maybe I was like, oh, I kind of like want to do this, but I can't get myself to. And I had a boyfriend for a while, and then I realized one of my friends, like, all she ever did was have one night stands, and she was having sex a lot, and she said something that like alluded to the idea that she never had an orgasm before. And the rest of us were like, whoa, like, what did you just say? Like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it became clear that she never had, right? And then I was like, oh, so it sucks. Like, it's actually the worst. Yeah. Because, like, that's crazy. She was having sex all the time. Like, literally, like, and I was always, like, kind of jealous. Yeah. Because it looked so fun. And, like, in the morning, you would have, like, your, like, little recap convos, and everyone was like, oh, my God, like, he was hot. But then I realized, like, oh, my God, like, you're probably having the worst sex ever.
Well, in one night stands, like, I don't think they're fun. Like, I would much rather have, like, one night makeouts. Like, I love making out.
Why is that so much fun?
It's because, like, there's no baggage that comes along with it.
That is, like, the theme of the summer, I feel.
Drunk bar makeout summer. Because when I moved to New York, I remember in the beginning of the podcast, I said I don't do casual sex anymore because it's not fun. Like, think of the baggage you have to deal with. I'm not on birth control, so I have to think, oh, did we use a condom?
You're not on birth control?
I'm not. So we can get into that. But that goes into you should always have safe sex. So now you're like, well, do I have to go get tested? And 2, did you use a condom? Because I'm not on birth control.
Do you tell people that?
So,
well, I also think you should just be wearing a condom with a stranger anyway.
Always, but right? when you're blackout, who thinks of that?
Oh, totally.
That's the thing. That's why I like more like committed sex, because we can be smart. Yeah. Because I don't want to have to wake up and spend $50 on Plan B because I don't remember what happened last night. It's not fun. Like,
would you send a Venmo request?
No.
Really?
No, I have not.
Like you should.
I should. Well, I'm also over, like, I don't, the times I've had sex in New York, I didn't go, like, I didn't want, this sounds bad, but like, I didn't like want to. It was just like we were both drinking and it happened. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I want to have sex with you so bad. I would have been so content with like a makeout.
Yeah. And that sucks when you take Plan B for no reason.
Yeah.
What was the first time you ever took Plan B?
So the first time I ever took Plan B was before COVID. I hooked up with one of my coworkers.
No.
On a work trip.
No. Wait, that's actually awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Wait, you.
I know. I have like.
Did you expense it?
Ooh, that would have been a good idea. But I was on birth control at the time, but we didn't use a condom because once again we were drunk. So just to be safe, because I'm a psychopath, like literally.
Oh wow, that is a little like psychopath.
With my first boyfriend, I literally was on birth control. We wore a condom and I made him pull out. I was psycho.
Oh my God.
Because I don't want kids.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not.
Just the pill you're on?
Yeah. I had the IUD for a bit too.
Wait, I want to hear that story though.
Like
with your coworker.
Having sex with my coworker.
Yeah.
So this was like when I was ramping up my phase. I was like getting good at it and I was getting more comfortable talking to guys, not getting like emotionally connected to them. I went on a work trip. There was like, it was like a trip where, so I was in sales, and what happened was every year they would hire a new group of kids that were part of this like sales school where they would teach us how to like be in sales. And they were all like, we were all anywhere from 21 to like 30.
It's kind of like Barstool.
Yeah. So we would all go on a week-long retreat essentially together and just learn the basics of selling, what products we were going to sell. So it was me and 10, 15 other girls and guys my age, and you would go out every night, you would drink.
Yeah.
The next day you would go to class.
There was so funny. I can't imagine you in sales class, but okay, continue.
Right. With like a suit
Selling.
on.
Were you cold calling?
Yeah.
No.
I was full blown sales, corporate insurance.
Wait, my friend does that. Guy Carpenter?
Oh my God. They're so I was on, they're the more of the property and casualty side, or yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Like, that just sounded like the most boring sentence. I was
yeah. But I do know Guy Carpenter. Actually, a guy ghosted me from that worked at Guy Carpenter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in Minnesota. Fuck
Jerk.
him. From New York too. If you're listening, I hate you. Just kidding. So anyways, we were there. Most of the people there were in a relationship, but you know when you kind of enter a room for the first time, everyone browses and picks their like roster.
Yeah.
Of who they think is cute, who like they start to fantasize. I don't know about you, but like I'm like, oh yeah. Like even when I started at Barstool, I did that. Like we all do it subconsciously. Like these are the guys we think are cute. These are the guys that I'm like, ooh, I wonder what you're packing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
So that happened. There was this one guy I sat next to the first day, and I didn't really think much of it. He was just kind of like a flirt, really smart. But I was like, whatever. And then as the week went on, we just kind of formed a group. It was like me and a few other people. We were just hanging out, and then I truly don't know how it happened, but because I never thought anything would happen. But we went out that night to celebrate the end of like our little graduation, and next thing I know, we're making out at the bar. Our coworkers are around us, but when I say coworkers, I mean like all 23-year-olds.
It's not. But are these people in your office?
No, okay. All across the country.
Okay,
There was nobody from Minnesota there.
Okay.
There was no higher ups. It was literally all us like 20-year-olds having a blast.
What did they think was going to happen? They probably want that to happen. So you have like a good like rapport across the country. You know what I mean? Corporate
insurance is corporate America is a dirty industry. Let me just tell you that. Everyone has stories.
Yeah. It's probably worse than here.
100%. Yeah. So that happens. We're drinking, making out. And the next thing you know, I'm going back to his hotel room. We're all in the same hotel too. And we had sex. Woke up the next day. Everything was fine. Honestly, like we were planning on seeing each other again. I actually bought plane tickets to go visit him to where he's from, but then COVID hit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. I kind of forgot that.
That's kind of hot.
Happened. I know. It was so exciting. Like I literally bought plane tickets to visit him, and I was going to visit him for like a weekend. And I don't know what was going to happen, but then COVID happened. We canceled our flight. We talked a little bit like on and off for like 6 months, and then for like a year, but then I left. Now he's like, bleep out the company name. I left my old company, and now he's also left.
Well, that's cool that he was like not in the office.
Only way I would have done it. I would never have done it with someone I actually was going into the office with every single day.
Yeah. What do you think about office relationships?
So
like inter-office, and watch yourself.
I know, because you're dating someone from this office. I know, I'm kind of like torn because I think what I experienced was so much fun, but he wasn't in my office. He was literally in a different state. I don't know.
I feel like that's perfect.
Like
that sounds like really fun.
It was so fun, and also like we would like slack each other. Like
wait, that's so cute.
Yeah, and we also were like a little competitive with one another because we were in sales, so it was fun. But I don't know. Office relationships are hard because it's dangerous if you get involved with someone who's higher up than you. That can just end very badly. I think like a lateral hookup is fine, but you just have to deal with if things go south. Like you're gonna have to see this person every single day.
Yeah,
like you and Mike are in a relationship, and you were coworkers.
Yeah, we shared a desk,
which I think is actually so cute.
It was like kind of crazy at first,
but you were the same position.
We were in the same department. I guess same title, totally like different, like wouldn't work together ever.
He wasn't your superior at all.
No, yeah.
I think that's fine.
No, yeah. So it was good because we never had to work together. We're in meetings together all the time, and he like won't sit next to me in meetings.
Still?
Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny.
Like
people
not
know
even
though,
near
right?
me. Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
I mean, like we live together. We have a dog. Like we've been dating for like 3 years. At first, it was probably gossip. But also everyone, I hate to say this word, ship. Everyone like shipped us before we like I think people like put it in our heads that we were like in love. You know what I mean? Like we were just friends.
Yeah.
We were really like best friends. And then everyone was like, oh no, there's something going on there. And then eventually something did go on, but I don't think anyone was like shocked. Also, the office is way smaller then.
Yeah.
Obviously when we moved to this office, they put us on opposite ends of the room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're really good about it. I think people know just because they know, and it's something that maybe comes up in conversation, like, oh, they're date, like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But we don't talk at work. When we get lunch, we meet downstairs. Like, we don't wait for each other in the lobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We come in at different times.
You're very mature about it.
Yeah. We try really hard not to, like, we don't talk at work, like, unless we, like, need something from each other.
Yeah. Like, you would never know unless I would never know unless I knew you.
Yeah. And like that was something I never thought like I would do, but yeah, it just kind of happened. We were together like all the time, like, and I kind of realized something was like simmering there because I would like when everyone from work would go out, like I would only care if he was there, kind of thing, and we would just sit in the corner. And then I was like, oh. At first, it was kind of crazy. Like,
yeah.
We would, like, and obviously when you first start, like, a relationship with someone, like, you're just, like, horny all the time.
Yeah.
So it was weird at work. We would just, like, stare at each other and, like, text like, from across the table. Like, the table was, like, as wide as the one you're sitting at.
I just, like, I feel like the sexual tension would be so intense.
Yeah. I don't want to, like, yeah, because I'm, like, we're at work right now. Like, I don't want to, like, sit.
The saying, like, you never should shit where you eat is so true.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys did it you were so smart about it because you and Mike were truly very good friends before you started dating.
And also we didn't, like, tell anyone for months. Mm-hmm. Like, we didn't, like, come out and, like, people would know just because, like, we would go out with people from work and stuff. But we never, like, shared it with, like, officially for probably, like, 7 months.
Wow.
Because, like, we just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing, too. I think sometimes people might jump the gun a little bit with an office relationship, and you can't take that back.
100%.
People will talk.
Office relationships are fine, but you really have to like weigh the pro and cons and realize like there are going to be consequences if it doesn't end well, and you have to be prepared for that.
Right. Like I think you have to do. You only should do. Like you have your type, which just sounds so fun and awesome,
mm-hmm.
and like can just like live in your memory, and no one has to know.
Yeah.
But then like the relationship thing, I think you have to wait until you know it's like gonna work. It'll work, you know.
Yeah.
At least for a few years. Like it can't be like a 6-month relationship because that could like it sucks. It could tarnish your reputation.
100%.
No one will forget that. And every time you're in a meeting together, people will think, "Oh, is there tension there?" You know what I mean? It's just like
it's like high school. It's like
high school.
If you break up, like you're gonna have to see their face every day, and it's like, are you willing to deal with that emotional trauma?
Yeah.
In your place of work, so you can't leave it.
It's like an added layer of like,
it's just drama.
Drama.
But it makes work fun. Like I feel like office crushes are the best thing because like I have so many office crushes that come and go. Will I ever do anything about them? No. But it makes work fun, and like when I see them, it just makes like it's just like more fun. It's like it gives you a reason to dress up.
Yeah, you have a little pep in your step.
Yeah, and
for
most of the office crushes I've never spoken to in my life. They're just people I've seen from afar. So it's just like it's all like truly it's all fantasy. They probably don't even know who current. But like the thing with me is I have like this weird 2-week timeline in my head where every single guy I like lasts for 2 weeks and then it fizzles away. If like nothing's done about it. Mm-hmm. Like it happens with every single, even with the guys I like meet at the bar and hook up with, I'll be obsessed with them, like psychotically obsessed. My friends are like, you need to chill. And then 2 weeks will go by and they'll bring them up and I'm like, who? Mm-hmm. Because I'm such a 0 to 100 personality. So I'm like, all right, in 2 weeks, like the crush will change. Mm-hmm. But it's fun. Okay, guys, we have super exciting news. Mean Girl Pod has their first ever ad. It's so exciting. You know me. I love a rich man. I love a rich man so much.
Yeah, we know.
But something I love even more
what
is when someone has good credit. Like those are things you have to think about when you're dating somebody. You have to do like a background check on their credit because like if you get married, 50% of their debt is yours.
100%. You know what I mean? That's scary. Imagine getting engaged to someone and then they're like, "Oh, I have shit credit. Like everything is like your problem now." Can you imagine that?
Oh, I've heard horror stories.
Yeah.
And like loans that they have to pay. Oh, that's why marriage because you take on all their baggage.
Yeah.
But it's okay because if you don't, like, I have great credit, but if you don't know your credit, you can use Credit Karma. So everyone listening needs to go on Credit Karma. It's actually really hard to find your credit, so that's why Credit Karma is so great, because you can figure out what your score is. You can check your significant other's score as well to make sure they're in check. But the coolest thing too is you also can apply for cards. We all need some new credit cards this summer because we're gonna go on trips, we're gonna buy the nice clothes. So you can go to Credit Karma, you can do everything in one spot, which we love because we're all lazy human beings. So what you guys need to do right now is you need to head over to creditkarma.com to find the best card for you, so you can have a carefree summer and you can make sure the person that you are dating has good credit in check, because that's the first thing we need in a relationship, is we need our partner to have good credit. Ready to find the card for you? Head to creditkarma.com to check out your personalized mix offers today. That's creditkarma.com. So I know we got on a little tangent about my office whole phase story, but I wanted to talk about orgasms, because your friend, you were saying, has sex a lot, but she's never really experienced an orgasm. Mm-hmm. Would you rather have sex with any guys you wanted but never, or have like fine sex with any guy you wanted but never have an orgasm, or have sex with one guy for the rest of your life and have an orgasm?
The second.
Yeah.
Well, also, I think like I said, I never had a one night stand, so maybe my answer's a little biased, but I think that's that's the easy answer.
Yeah. Like, it sounds dumb, but it's also something it's like something you battle with, because a lot of people, like, for example, someone in a relationship, they might look at someone like me and be like, I'm jealous, I wish I could do that. But it's like, if you're having good sex and you're having orgasms, you're a lucky girl.
Like, so if you hook up with someone and they don't, like, they finish and you don't, what do you do in that situation? Do you say something?
Well, it depends on the situation. So I have not had sober sex in a long time.
Okay.
So with a new person, I wouldn't say anything. Like, I just don't feel comfortable doing that. But with my past partners, like guys I was in relationships with, I would be like, no, we're not done yet. Or also, when I got comfortable with a partner, I knew how to, like, make myself orgasm.
Yeah.
So I would know, like, what position to do. So if he was getting close, I could be like, okay, now I know what to do, so I can come and then you can come, or we can come together.
Yeah. I feel like he needs to do you first.
Yeah.
Like, you have to, like,
coming together is fun though.
Right. But I don't think I feel like that's not likely for, like, one night stand.
That's the thing. It's like with one night stand too, it's so messy, because it's like usually you're drunk. You don't, like, it's just like,
I feel like you have to coerce him to go down on you first or something.
I don't know if I want a one night stand to go down on me.
Okay, so funny you said that. I feel the same way. I actually feel like giving someone head, or them giving you head, is way more intimate.
Relationships.
That's way more intimate than having sex, right?
You know what's so weird? I was literally thinking about this morning.
Because eyes open.
Literally, as I was getting ready, because I was thinking, when I'm hooking up with someone, I know some people have the mindset of, oh, I want to rock their world so they can remember me. But I'm also like, why would I want to give a guy I'm just randomly hooking up with the best sex of their life? Like, they want that, they can treat me like a queen and date me, and then I'll give it to them.
Yeah, like, you kind of have to save something for...
Yeah.
For, like, when you guys are together, I guess. I don't know.
Like, I'm not going to give anyone a blowjob until I'm, like, seeing them.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be my boyfriend, but, like, seeing them regularly.
Yeah, like, why the fuck would you do that?
I don't... why would I put your dick in my mouth?
Literally.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. You can put it, you know.
You can put it in the other holes.
I think that's way more intimate. And kind of like, you don't want to give them the satisfaction.
I also don't want, like, I guess a guy could finger me, but I don't want him eating me out.
Yeah.
Like, also, what do you like more? Do you prefer eating out or getting fingered more? I'm odd and I prefer
That's
fingers.
An interesting question.
I feel like it's because I've never had a great experience. I feel like a lot of guys don't know how to eat girls out.
Yeah.
Like, I truly don't think they know how.
You have to do both at the same time.
Yeah, but no. How many guys have done that? Guys don't.
I think you have to verbally tell them if they're not.
Like,
I don't know. Like,
I feel like there's so many crash courses on how to give a good blowjob, but nobody knows how to eat a girl out appropriately.
That's so true.
I don't know, and I feel like vaginas are also different too, where it's like dicks are pretty much like they're just
every vagina is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I I'm not coming from getting eaten out.
Really?
Yeah. Never ever.
Never ever?
Never ever. I know it's like kind of sad, but I don't think I've had like great sex in my lifetime, which is so sad to think about.
Wait, so when you're talking about getting fingered, you mean like internally?
Yeah.
Orgasm that way? That's so funny because I, for my whole life, was like, oh, I'll never come that way. And like now I do.
Yeah.
I was like, because some people are like, oh, like you need, like they're internal or externally like stimulated. Like,
yeah.
I was like, oh, that's me.
I'm more
Find the right partner with long fingers, I guess.
Well, when Alex was talking about like vibrators, I'm more external than internal when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But with a guy, I like know exactly what position I need to be in.
I was actually talking to some of my girlfriends like a month ago, and they were like, I've never come that way.
From a vibrator?
From getting fingered like, internal, like.
I'm not. No. Sorry. I've never come from just getting fingered.
Oh.
Sorry. No, I should.
That's what I asked. Yeah.
I just prefer that over getting eaten out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like.
So you've never.
I've never.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe I have. I shouldn't say I never have, but when I think about how I orgasm, it's a certain sex position.
Yeah.
With a dick inside me.
Yeah. Okay.
that is how I remember.
Okay.
But I haven't in so long.
Yeah, that's why I think you had to say something. You just stand up for your rights. You can't let these guys push you around.
I know, but I need to have sober sex first.
Yeah.
I also need to have sex with someone I have like a connection with. Maybe but like more sober. Like 2 glasses of wine versus
that's
like 30.
the perfect.
Yeah.
30.
Because you say like when both people drink, like everything just becomes drier.
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. Like that's why drunk one night stands aren't fun, because like your body's not working the way it needs to work.
Totally.
Like there's so many things we don't think about, we don't talk about, because we just glamorize one night stands.
I know, and they suck.
They do suck.
I don't know. I just from an outside
No, they
perspective,
do.
They seem like they suck.
Because then you have to wake up the next morning and you're like, okay, do I leave? Like, do I stay?
Do you usually go to their house or have them at your?
No, they usually come to mine.
That stresses me out because, like, what if you want them to leave?
But that's what I mean. I'm like, are you gonna leave?
Yeah.
And then, but also that it's like if they leave too quickly, you're like, oh, that hurts.
Yeah. Like, stay the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah, but like, what is the appropriate amount of time?
Coffee? Or no? Is that too much?
Well, that's the thing. It's like if I like them, maybe, but I have never really
like you don't care enough.
No. I also haven't I don't remember.
Would
I've
you
only
do
had
it
sex
in the
twice
morning with them?
No.
Really?
I feel like morning sex is so intimate.
Yeah.
Don't you think? Because it's like you have like bad breath, like you have no makeup on.
No, right.
You're a little smelly.
That's vile.
Yeah. It's vile.
like a stranger.
I know. But like remember, I've only had sex twice in New York, so I don't like have a lot of experience.
Right.
But I love a good dance floor makeup because it's no baggage.
No, yeah, that's the vibe, I think.
Yeah. Or like my favorite is you're like having a dance for makeup, but then like you guys go to different bars together and you go to like more of a loungy bar and you're just kind of like sitting near each other getting all touchy, and then like that's like the night. But they don't need to come home and we don't need to have sex.
You can sit in a booth somewhere and make out again.
I love a booth makeout.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm really drunk.
Me too.
I don't know when this happened, but I used to hate PDA, and now I'm like, fuck it, I don't care.
When you're drunk, it's fun for sure.
So fun.
But it's like, who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, it's one night stands are weird. Yeah, this summer I don't foresee myself. Like I said, I would like to have sex, but with someone I'm more comfortable with.
But I feel like you want to make out with a lot of people. That's like a more realistic, like fun angle to the hoe phase.
100%. Yeah, but like, because I don't care how drunk I am. If you are kissing the right person, like you know how to kiss no matter what when you're drunk.
Like your tongue is just so like fluid, I guess.
Are you a big tongue person with makeouts?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
I'm not. I like tongue. Oh. I was just wondering. But like not too much tongue. But I do like tongue.
Are you a biter?
No, I hate when people bite me.
Do you really?
Yeah, because I or like a sucker. You know how some people suck on your lips. Like
it has to be very like gentle, not gentle, but like when it's like over the top, like a vacuum, or like it's like, okay.
I've made out with people who like bite my lips, and I'm like, if you don't fucking stop biting my lip, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a bite. It should be like the way you bite, like, I don't know, like a Kit Kat.
A Kit
like
Kat?
Gently, and it's small.
Like a little light sucking and biting.
Not like something hard. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a carrot.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like yes. No, I know exactly.
You're taking a bite out of something that's like gentle.
Yeah.
You don't need like force.
Now I'm starting to think about making out.
Yeah. Okay, stop. It's just us two in the room.
I know. I feel like I love making out so much. Like, I think it's so fun, and also I feel like you get to know someone's personality so well through it.
Yeah, I actually think it's like more telling than sex.
100%. Like,
is that crazy?
No, I feel like it's like another language.
Yeah,
because there's people that you wouldn't expect to be good at making out, and you make out with them, and you're like, holy shit.
Have you ever made out with someone that you were like so excited for, and then they were like the worst kisser ever?
Yes.
That
more
like
times
sucks.
than I'd like to admit.
That sucks.
That's why when like you make out with someone and like out of all the guys I made out with, I know exactly who my top 3 are. Like, I will remember them as being the best kissers until someone takes their place. Like, and I don't even know how you teach making out.
I don't think you could be taught it.
No,
it's just something you're born with.
And it's also just like the rhythm has to like just go together.
Yeah, like when you're not simpatico.
Yes,
that's worse.
That's why I think making also shows compatibility. Because like if you're not like I said, I'm more of a top and bottom now with my lips. But before I was fully a bottom. But what if I'm also making out with someone who's fully a bottom? It's not gonna work out.
Who's gonna be the top to your bottom this summer, Jordyn?
Well, I need 3 guys. I have some dates for next week though.
Oh, really fun. It's been a while.
It's been a while, and I have 2 dates. So
Are you excited. Anyone you're excited about in particular?
So they're friends of friends.
Oh, I love that. That's so like realistic.
Yes. So I think I've been on dates with friends of friends, and they've never necessarily gotten better or worse, but I'm more comfortable going into them.
Yeah.
Also,
like,
they
know they're vetted.
Yes,
right?
and they also know my job and what I do, and they're okay with it.
Oh, good.
So I'll keep you guys posted on that in a few weeks. I think they're both next week. One is for sure next week. The other one might have to be the week after, because 2 dates in 1 week is exhausting. But I think it'll be fun. But yeah. Also, I have a question for you.
Okay.
So there's some thoughts that have been running in my head that I was like, wow. Like, you remember how like you'll just like be chatting with your friend and you're like, wow, that's like a really interesting take I never thought of, but it's so true. So I was having dinner with one of my friends the other day, and she was talking about how
I hate the radiator. It's like
I'm like, it always just cock blocks us.
Yeah.
Can they hear it?
I don't know. Yeah, for sure.
Can you guys hear the radiator?
Yeah, I can see it coming through on the whatever. So what was the question?
She was saying how, because we were just talking about how guys in New York, like, they want to settle down more in their like late 30s versus guys in Minnesota are willing to settle down when they're like 23.
Right.
And she was saying how it doesn't matter who the girl is. Like, when a guy's ready to settle down, the first girl he looks at will be his wife.
I could not agree with that more.
It's not about the person, it's about the time in their life.
Yes.
Like, sometimes I think like girls pick guys like they look for their soulmates, and guys just like find their girls based off timing.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I want a girlfriend, I'm ready, like she'll do.
Yeah, that's why I think so many people are always like, how did this guy and girl get together? It's like right time, right place with these two. Like, it doesn't matter. That's why girls need to stop trying to change guys, because it doesn't matter who you are. It literally matters on the timing for the man.
Right. It's almost like you have to leave and come back in 5 years, and then he'll change, and you'll be just there.
Exactly.
And he'll be like, oh, I chose you.
Exactly. I know. And now that I think of it, I feel like a lot of the guys that I've seen are just not in this headspace. So I need to stop beating myself up. It's not me. It's not a me problem. It's a timing problem.
Yeah.
Because like I truly think even for me, if I met the guy in my dreams, I don't think I could settle down yet. I'm not ready to. I haven't like gotten my whole like whole phase out of my body. I think I'm like 50% through it, but I don't know when the 50% is gonna like leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like Labor Day.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna like look and be like, he's the one. I think I'll still search.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. It's not just like the only person in the room.
Yeah, I'll definitely search. But I'm saying like even if I met a guy of my dreams right now, I'd be like, sorry, I don't think I can date you.
Yeah.
Commit, like I don't think I can commit to you 100%.
That's fair. I like that.
Yeah.
It's very mature.
Yes, I might have a lot of crazy thoughts, but I'm very self-aware.
Which is all that matters.
Yeah.
like you could do anything, like you'd be like the craziest person ever, but as long as you're self-aware, it's like it's okay.
Exactly. I know a lot of things I say that come out of my mouth are psychotic, but I'm aware of it. And then another thing is I have a tip for, I guess, single guys too, more so for the ladies. The best way to accomplish like finding a fling this summer.
Oh, love that. What is it?
So I know it's so much fun to go out with like a group of girls. But the larger number of girls you go out with, the less likely you're going to talk to a guy.
Okay.
Because I always think, like, when have I found a guy to make out with? Or when have I found a guy to, like, bring home or talk to? It's always been when I go out with one other girlfriend. And, like, I was thinking about it. I'm like, why is that? It's because when you're out with a group of girls, it's very intimidating. No guy is going to approach a group of girls because it's like, okay, I'm not going to be rejected by one. I'll be rejected by the whole party.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Girls are intimidating. We scare the shit out of guys.
I'm intimidated.
Like,
you wouldn't go up to a group of 10 guys, but you go up to 2 or 3.
Like with Ted Lasso, he was pretty much standing by himself. That's why I approached him at the time.
And he just so happened to be with a group, right?
Yes, but like the group wasn't tied to his hip. So it's like go out with a group of girlfriends and maybe like divide and conquer. But I'm realizing like go out with one other girlfriend and be each other's wing women in a sense and like work together to find one guy at a time.
Yeah, almost sell yourself as like a you can come up to and talk to us and we'll accept you kind of thing. Yeah.
Like more guys will approach you because you're less intimidating. You also look like you're more available.
Totally.
And also you're more likely to get free drinks because the guy's not going to buy a drink for 6 girls, but he'll buy a drink for maybe like 1, maybe 2 girls.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about that.
Wait, that makes a lot of sense, and I feel like people don't do that often. Well, maybe they do, but you don't go to like a club or like a bar, like a real bar.
Yeah.
With one person very often because it's like a lot of commotion, like power in numbers, I guess. But it is working against you probably.
Yeah, I've been going. I think that's why I've been like getting these like random hookups happening all of a sudden because I've been going out with the group of my friends, but me and one other friend, like usually we'll divide through the night, and it always ends up being me and one other girl, and
that's when you get approached.
That's when I get approached.
I like that.
Like one of my best friends is coming into town this weekend, and like we'll go out on Friday, just us two. I mean, anyone else can join, but like we'll probably just go out us two, and I feel like that's when I'll thrive in my environment. Like. It's just what you gotta do. Might not be that fun, but like, ladies, if you're serious about finding a man,
I mean, like I always say that to my girlfriends from home because we always go out with our guy friends. Always, it's like so annoying. I mean, no, they're the best, but like, of course, not one guy is gonna come up and approach any of you if we're surrounded by 10 guys. Like, of course not.
I mean, I don't have this issue because I'm still working on getting guy friends, but I'm sorry. If you go out with your guy friends, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
You might as well just stay home.
You literally might as well stay home. Like, you have to realize if you go out with your guy friends, like, you're saying goodbye to the opportunity to meet a guy.
Yeah.
And same with guys. If you go out with your girlfriends, no girl will approach you if you're with another girl.
I disagree with that.
Really?
If I, like, am very aware that, like, a guy is with a girlfriend or, like, 2 girlfriends and, like, they're clearly friends, I trust them more. Going back to, like,
Aren't you scared, though?
Of what part?
Like the girl, like I feel like the worst feeling in the world is when you talk to a guy and like his girlfriend, not like girl, like that's like a girl that's a friend, like gives you kind of like a look, like a glare almost.
Yeah, I guess I'm giving too much credit that they are nice and like want the best for their friends. Because like I know when a girl approaches my guy friends, I'm like, oh, like I facilitate this because I want everyone to enjoy themselves. But I don't know, I kind of feel like it, at least maybe from the guy's perspective, if you're trying to get a girl, like go off by your own with a guy, and then be like, oh, like tell your girlfriend to come over, your female friend to come over and like vouch for you. I don't know.
I don't know. Girls are scared the shit out of me.
You're scared? Yeah. Totally. I guess I'm imagining like a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Some girls could be really mean. You said girls in Minnesota are mean?
I feel like they're just territorial.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I do feel like the girls here have actually been pretty pleasant about their guy friends, but I also feel like here, like, they're, like, truly girl and guy friends. Like, back home, I feel like the girls always have, like, secret crushes on their guy friends. I just feel like I've had, like, the best nights of my life with just one other person.
You're so right, because you get into shenanigans.
You do.
Yeah. It's hard to worry about like 6 people.
Yeah. And like your one girlfriend that you're with will just like wing woman you and follow you, like vice versa if they find somebody.
Yeah.
And it's just fun that way.
I like that plan.
Yeah. That's going to be how you guys start shooting your shot. And it's easier to shoot your shot this summer too when it's just you and one other person. Yeah. And then your whole group of friends don't see you getting rejected. It's just your one friend seeing
You don't come back from that.
No, you don't come back from that.
You have any sober activities?
For sober activities, yes, I have 2. So one, I'm going out to dinner tonight and I'm being good. I'm not drinking because I'm trying to teach myself you don't need a drink just because you go out to dinner with your girlfriends.
Do you feel like waiters and waitresses like pressure you to order a drink? Like, and they're like kind of annoyed if you don't order a cocktail?
Oh, I guess I've never not ordered one, so I don't know. I more so feel pressure. Not that my friends have ever said anything, but I don't want to be like the lame one, even though they would never think that.
Yeah, that's definitely in your head.
Yeah, but I'm trying to teach myself like, okay, I don't need to have like unless we have plans to go out after. I don't need to have a drink.
I feel like it's a habit, and like sometimes I don't even like drink the drink I just ordered. I just got it because like I'm out to dinner.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then but my sober activity I'm doing is I'm going to go to a psychic this weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah. Gonna get my life figured out.
A random one or like one you picked out?
I haven't found one yet. My friend that's visiting, we always do psychics together. It's just like something.
Wait, that's so cool.
I know, and we haven't done one in so long, and I feel like there's so much going on in my life. It'd be interesting to see. So if you have any recommendations or if any, well, I guess it's already long past, so I can't get your recommendations. But if you have any, Alana.
I don't know if I believe in them, but
so,
I do think it's like cool. Like I like it.
So I'll be honest, I've been to a lot, and nothing's come true.
Do they tell you contradictory things?
Yes.
Okay.
Very. There is one thing though that sticks out. One time I went to a psychic and they said I would meet my soulmate when I'm 29. And I'm kind of holding on to that because it's the only thing.
I like that. When I went
hope.
10 years ago, they told me I would meet my soulmate when I was 16. And I was like, you're just because I was like probably 13 at the time. Like, yeah.
Did you meet Mike?
No, I met Mike when I was like 22.
What is your sober activity for the week?
I've been literally obsessed with Pilates.
Oh yeah,
like I'm obsessed with it. Honestly, this is so lame, but it's like changed my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Like I'm trying to go like to the reformer class, like with the machine, not just like floor.
Yeah,
like the machine, like 2-3 times a week, and it's like I just love it. Like I don't know, I've never like loved working out like this before.
See, people like I love working out, so a lot of people always ask me like, Jordyn, how do you stay motivated? It's all about finding the workout that you like to do.
1000%. Like I like enjoy it. I don't see it as like a chore, you know?
Yeah, like
I love it.
I hate yoga, so if I had to do yoga every day, I would never work out.
Oh, you don't like yoga?
No, I just
feel like you would like Pilates. I want you to come with me.
I want to go so bad.
Okay.
I feel like too, like I've seen like physical changes on you, and I'm like, I need that. In my
really?
life. Yes. Your body looks fantastic, especially when you wear like the crop tops. I was like, damn,
oh my God, thank you. Okay.
I see your lines.
All right, I'll keep going then. I'll keep going.
Yes.
You saw the lines?
Your abdominal. Oh my God. In that one podcast episode where you had a crop top on and you were laughing, you could literally see your abdominal line. I was like, oh my God, Alana.
You don't see changes on yourself, you know?
Yes, exactly. And it takes, especially since like, I don't see you every day too. Like, and I also never see you without a shirt on. But when you wore a crop top, I was like, damn, Alana.
Yeah, it was like the winter before too.
Yeah.
But like, not even like that. I just like love going.
That's good.
It's so good. Like it's so good and important to find like a workout you like. I don't know. People always say that, and I'm like, dude, shut up. It's like you're annoying. Now I feel like that annoying person that's like, oh, I love like CrossFit or whatever.
Yeah. And also too, if you're newer to a city, it's a great way to meet friends.
Yeah, I made some friends.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wait,
so I have to tell, if it's a new instructor, I have to tell them in the beginning, oh, I have like a leg thing, broke my leg, whatever. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll keep an eye on you. Like we could do a modify. And I was on the machine next to a girl that was like, oh my God, I have a back injury. I broke my back. And Pilates is like the only thing that's like helping me like physical therapy wise. And I'm like, me too. And then we walked together. We got a smoothie.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
That is so fun.
It was really, it was so like, oh, I just made a friend.
Wait, I love that. That's another great way to meet friends in a new place is join a workout class.
Yeah. Especially one that's like communal based. Like this, the place I go is like very like people have like memberships and they always are like talking to the instructors know you kind of thing.
I love that.
Yeah.
Fun. So, okay, I want to go with you though. I think Pilates would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your Monday. Hope you guys are enjoying the Monday morning drops. Make sure to follow on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave us a review on Apple and Spotify, and have a great rest of your day.